I'm pretty sure that in every minimalism video that I've made, I've mentioned that minimalism looks different for all of us. We all have our own essentials, our own ways of spending our free time, and our own views. Lately, I've been indulging in more instant gratification and quick dopamine hits than I'm comfortable with. Don't get me wrong, I still love to have fun as much as anyone. However, it's come at the cost of me completely forgetting how to be content doing nothing at all and just enjoying the silence. So today, I just wanted to talk about what minimalism means to me and a few ways that I'm taking these points and putting them into practice. But first, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism, frugal living, tech, and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you, and you end up liking the video, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel. Let's get started. The first thing I'm doing is not filling every moment with noise. As someone who's had almost unlimited access to music and internet for most of my adult life, it's hard to remember what it was like before that was the case. Like I said earlier in the video, lately I've just been indulging in so much content. Filling every moment of silence with just a video in the background or music in the background. And I've had almost no time to just enjoy the silence. In my experience, the most peaceful moments happen when there isn't something going on in the background. It's usually when I'm just able to sit in the quiet and think. Filling every gap between tasks with a video or just doing something on my phone just made me feel restless all the time and made it really difficult to focus on anything completely. So moving forward, I'm committing to being more mindful in these quiet moments. Investing in myself. Investing in myself can mean a few things, like being wiser with my money or taking better care of myself physically. And while those are true, what I'm actually referring to here are the things that I'm passionate about. Things like writing and becoming a better storyteller. Being around people that I like, my plants, and maybe a trip around the park. The obvious quality over quantity and less but better statements apply perfectly here when talking about physical items and especially when talking about my time and energy. Not indulging. I'm the type of person that when I find something new that I like, whether it be food, a new game, or just some type of easy, quick, instant gratification, I tend to indulge myself in it without much thought. And I realize that this isn't really a good thing, because I usually find myself bored much faster than I should be and already looking to move on to the next thing. It's only when I started to limit myself with these things did I start to appreciate them more and actually enjoy them more. I was tracking my macros a while ago and was on a fairly strict diet. I remember the first bag of Doritos I had after that, in moderation of course, felt like a 5-star meal. I guess my point is by spending some time away or reducing the intake of these easy good feelings makes them much better when it's actually time to enjoy them. Mindful moments. I've heard many people on YouTube specifically talk about mindful moments, but I never really understood quite what it meant. So what I'm gonna do is just explain what it means to me. To me, it means enjoying what I'm doing in the present moment without any fixed thoughts on anything else, as much as I can at least. And this is especially difficult for me because I can stress fairly easy. There are moments where I'm quite literally sitting by the window, drinking a coffee and think, this is so chill. I have so many moments that I look forward to. And when that moment arrives, oftentimes all I could think about how long before it ends. And that's not how I want to enjoy these moments. Moving forward, I want to live more presently and enjoy these moments as they happen. WabiSabi. I was first introduced to WabiSabi by the main inspiration for this channel, CK Space. Very simplified, WabiSabi is about finding the beauty in imperfection and the beauty in the life cycle of things. And I feel like this speaks so perfectly to how I feel about minimalism. Before I became a minimalist, I was so concerned with keeping everything that I had in perfect condition and was so quick to replace it if anything went slightly wrong. Things like my backpack, watches, and clothes to a certain extent really just build characters with a few miles put on them. Where I used to be annoyed when I would see a tear or a faded color on something, I now find some personality, and at the risk of sounding cheesy, a story for each imperfection. Dressing more comfortably. Now this is the truth that is massively underestimated. And I'll be the first to admit I used to care way too much about how I looked to other people, especially with my clothing. Maybe it came with age as well as minimalism, but it's just not the case anymore, and let me explain why. It's first important for me to remember that nobody really cares what I'm wearing as much as I do. And spending too much time concerned about an outfit has always caused more of a headache than it's worth. When I first became a minimalist, I was pretty much wearing consistently the same gray shirts. And while I've added a couple neutral colors into my rotation, I'm focusing much more on comfort and quality over anything else. I used to wear jeans pretty much 24/7, and the main reason was because I liked how they looked on me more than anything else. And if you've ever experienced Florida humidity, you might know that jeans might be the most uncomfortable thing to wear. I'm pretty much only wearing my one pair of shorts or my joggers consistently. It sounds like a silly thing to think so much about, and this is just an example, but ultimately minimalism did guide me towards dressing more comfortably. And it did that by helping me eliminate the unimportant decisions and focusing on what actually matters, and not how my outfit might look to some people who I don't know. The goal of this video was to share my point of view as a minimalist and hopefully give you some inspiration or at the very least, entertainment. So I hope you did take something away from this. As always, I appreciate the time you spent here and I appreciate you watching. If you did like this video and you like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.